Alright, hello everyone. So I'm going to cover some of the best faceless TikTok niches to jump on right now that you can actually make thousands every single month with. These are accounts that can last long term. They're not just these awful trends that you jump on and try and make a bit of money with for like the first 3 weeks and it dies. These are good pages that I'd actually consider starting myself, and they're not going to be these shitty marble races or anything like that that just everyone can do. If everyone can do the niche you're doing, you're probably not going to be able to stand out very well. Before we jump into the first one, I'm always preaching that if you learn the right content and editing skills like I have, like I teach everyone in my server, if you learn the right content and editing skills, that you can do any niche that you want to do. So you can actually do something that you're interested in. Obviously there are good trendy things to jump on, and I've got nothing against that. Like, it's a good thing to just jump on something and run up 20 million views in a month. I would much rather have an account personally that I can make money off for the next 2 years, that I can monetize in more ways with products, things like that. But this is why the members in my server are doing so well, because they're learning the actual content skills and working on their content. So this is you. He started a month ago and he's already made like 160 quid. Now he's ready to really start making good money. And like, he started a month ago, so it wasn't overnight success. He wasn't making thousands the next day he started. He worked hard for a month. Now he's got the content skills to really start making good money. This is Zion, another person that has basically just started and he's already started to make like his first couple of $100. Now he's also ready to really start stepping it up. If you watched my last video, you know Magic. I did an interview with him. He come through premium. He was a beginner like over a month ago, and now he's getting results like this. 10 million views on a video. He's consistently getting millions of views, and he thinks exactly the same as me. It's quality over quantity and working on your content every single video. I'm gonna put more results on the screen now, but yeah, our server is literally killing it with the best community in the game, because we're teaching so much more than just making a quick bit of money. We're teaching actual skills that can go a lot further than this. Anyway, I'm gonna jump into the niches now. I might show you some examples as well. I might get some made up. So yeah, let's jump into them now. All right, so the first niche I'm gonna talk about is the AI podcast or interview niche. I just realized the amount of times I'm gonna say niche in this video, it's just gonna be stupid. Anyway, what this is, I basically put this in my server like over a month ago, but since TikTok started really getting strict with originality strikes and stuff like that, a lot of the podcast pages got completely wiped out. So you couldn't post podcast clips, you couldn't post other people's stuff, you can't do streamer clips, stuff like that. But I actually run a couple of podcast pages that do quite well, and what I actually done is I transitioned it. So what I would do is basically have constant B-roll of AI images or just other footage to go with the story, but I would never actually show the podcast itself. To this day on that page, I'm still avoiding all the unoriginal strike, and I have other people doing this as well. But it's a good way to still use like a viral podcast. It just requires a bit more editing and stuff. I did a full tutorial in our server on this, but it's pretty basic. It's just using AI images to go with the story of the podcast that's matched with it. It's good if you're good at editing. If you're more of a beginner, I probably wouldn't suggest this one. And you are doing this at your own risk, because who knows, you could face originality problems. But so far I've been alright, and I know a lot of people that have been alright as well. Alright, the next one up is the news niche. So what I mean by this is probably not like your typical political news that you see on like BBC and ITV. I don't mean news like that, but I mean general news in things like streaming. You could do streamer news, you could do TikToker news, you could do something you're actually interested in. Like I would do football news. Anything like this could really work, and I think there's a massive gap for it on TikTok right now in the faceless space. You're basically jumping on these already massively viral stories and talking points that are going on, and then you're using them to generate loads of views. I think this is really, really good if you've got the time to jump on something really quick. So say for example, like something crazy happens with Aiden Ross. If you can get a post up in the next 2 hours explaining what happened, that sort of thing, then I think this is just gonna go stupidly viral, and you could become one of the most established faceless news pages on TikTok. I do this with an AI voiceover, I do it with arrows, I do it anything like that. Again, you can't just show clips of stuff happening, so I'd use pictures and stuff to go with a story, with transitions and stuff like that. They have these big pages often running on Snapchat, and I just think it's yet to be done on TikTok properly. But yeah, this is just how I'd do it. I'd probably have AI voiceover, maybe a character. I'd use arrows, music, I'd use rises to really get it engaging. But I would only show a glimpse of a clip at the start, maybe like 2 or 3 seconds to hook the viewer in, and then I'd just go to still images or just articles or anything that can go with a story that's not gonna get classed as unoriginal. But yeah, again, you can't really post like a full clip of a streamer because you'll just face problems. You could definitely show screenshots and things like that. Yeah, I think this is probably my favorite one on the list. I think there's just a massive gap for it on TikTok, and if you want to be different to everyone else, because I guarantee you no one's going to jump on this because everyone thinks, oh, it's too much work. All right, so the next one we've got is the brain rot niche. Now, you guys will see this on your For You page. I think a lot of people jump on this first when they start faceless TikTok. But it's pretty much having gameplay like Minecraft parkour, and then some sort of like quiz, some sort of funny stuff going on. You know, that we had like the shower thoughts trend really blow up recently. We had the Void saying the same, which I started and I showed you guys in a few videos ago. That generated millions of views. Really, it's all the same concept of having a gameplay and then just having something like funny to go with it. it, or just characters or AI voiceovers. The good thing about these pages are trends are constantly changing, but if you're good at editing, then you can constantly change with the trend that's currently going viral. You don't always have to post the exact like sub niche that you're on. You don't always have to post avoid saying the same. You don't always have to post Reddit stories. You can always mix it up. Like, you're not building an audience that's only going to watch for that specific thing. If you've built a page and an audience for this page, they just want to watch brain rot stuff. I'll put it on the screen now, but one that's going viral at the minute is the brain rot quiz, and it's the most stupid thing I've ever seen. And this will probably only be really viral for like the next week or so. I put it in my premium a few weeks ago, but you've got to jump on these things quick while they're going really viral, and then you've got to transition to whatever's trending next. I do think these are good pages to run. I think you can make a lot of money. I know people are making loads of money running these pages, but you can constantly change your content that you're doing on them just to suit whatever's really trending at the time. Couple of tips for this one. If you use gameplay that you find on YouTube, you're going to face unoriginal problems. It could be a reason why you're not getting pushed on the For You page. When you get monetized, you could be rejected. So what I recommend doing is buying your own self-recorded gameplay from someone on Fiverr. That's what I do. Or you can just record your own if you really want to. But I'd just buy some off someone. Something else that's really trending in the brain rot sort of space is like guess the, and it will be something, and it's just a case of engaging the viewer and letting them play along. Avoid the same is still massively trending as well. I don't know how people are still pulling views with the same videos, but you can do so much with them. They're really easy to make as well. But yeah, don't think that you have to make a page and have this one piece of content that's exactly the same for every video. Keep changing it about, see what's working, see what's trending. But this like genre of just like brain rot gameplay and stuff coming up, you can do so many different things, and I don't think people really realise that. Right, so this last one, I have been preaching for ages in my server, and I've seen so many people take advantage of these kind of niches. But it's very similar to what I done. When I first done my relationship page, which I showed, that got monetized in a week. Videos went stupidly viral. They've generated millions on that page. I didn't come up with the idea to just, I'm gonna do relationship quiz. What I done is I found someone doing it in a slideshow format, so probably some girl doing it in a slideshow format, and the videos were really performing, but she didn't really get any followers because you don't really get many followers from slideshows unless you get millions and millions of views. But I saw a gap because they were doing it in slideshow format. No one was doing it in video format, and I was like, I've got the editing skills to just do that in 20 minutes. So I converted it into video, and this is a way to find really, really unsaturated niches. Find something in slideshow format and then convert it into video. Let me tell you, the amount of girly targeted niches with these slideshow formats that can be converted, it is insane. But yeah, that's how I found the niche for that. I literally found someone doing it in a slideshow, converted it to video, it worked straight away because it's proven viral content. And if you can make videos good, they're more engaging than slideshows anyway. And obviously you can actually get paid for them. So yeah, especially if you're a girl, you have such a big advantage in this space because it's 90% men, I can guarantee you. And girls share and engage with content so much more than boys. I can guarantee you they're sharing more content to their friend than boys are. So anything that you can do that's girl targeted in this space, there's just so much potential for it. I'm not going to give you an exact video to do on this one. You're going to have to do a little bit of research yourself, but probably better like that. If I give you the exact same thing to do, everyone's going to jump on it at the same time like they did with my one. But yeah, that's the 4 I'm going to give you. Like I said, these are all really, really good. They can all work with the right content and editing skills. I didn't want to give you these same old ones that everyone's giving you that actually can't even be monetized. So half of these people are giving you things to make that can't be monetized. Like, it's stupid. And if you want to get access to more exclusive niches, then I release them every week inside my premium server. We also teach the actual content and video editing skills that I keep talking about, so you can just jump on any niche and basically grow accounts that are going to last longer than just like 4 weeks with a big trend. I'm also planning on doing a new series where I start an account from scratch, get it to 10K, and then show how much it makes. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that, and I'll get it done ASAP. If you want to talk to me, then just follow my Instagram and give me a message on there. I normally get back to them. And yeah.